Get your first kiss. Get your first kiss. You can get your first kiss right now.
Hey, yo, Spitty, what time is it?
And welcome, everybody.
Yeah, to our second episode of Doctor, Lawyer, and Comedian.
Thank you guys so much for watching the first episode. It means so much to us that you guys, liked, commented, shared, watched the reels, commented that we're being a little racist.
Yep. Pointing it out. Great.
Yes. We appreciate all of that, and that's why we are here for episode
2. Yeah, I know. It's great.
That was like the lowest level of finishing each other's
Yeah, I know.
sentences.
Episode, obviously.
Number.
Yeah, I know. It's just, can you count two? But
So, Luke, explain to the audience what we're doing today. So you guys know, we're recording this on December 26th, so the day after Christmas, a little bit before New Year. So explain what we're doing.
So Wyatt and I decided that for our second episode, since the end is near of this year, I'm rhyming. And
that was just morbid.
Yeah, I know that.
Since we're near the end time, since Satan's gonna come down,
that we decided we were gonna recap our year for you guys.
Yep.
Since basically our dad every year he makes us do this really, really stupid, really dumb Christmas
That's rude, but yeah, our dad does this Christmas card for our family. He's been doing it for years. He ripped it off another family, and basically. If you can see here, it does all these different categories like best trip, best show, best song, best album. And, it has the answers from both our parents and then us 3 kids. So we're going to do something similar to that, but for you guys.
Yep. So the categories we're going to be going through are going to be craziest person we met this year, like most interesting. The second category is our happiest moment or some of our happy moments throughout the year. And our last is our most embarrassing moment this year.
I'm not excited for that one.
No, I'm excited for that one. I'm excited to hear what you have to say for that one.
That's not fair because you have an embarrassing story that I don't even know, that you're not even willing to let mom tell me because I'm going to want to bring it on the podcast.
I'm not.
It's going to be here one day.
No, it will never. It will
be here one day.
Never going to be there.
But my moment is pretty embarrassing.
Your moment is more embarrassing than mine.
I talked to the person. So I was texting the person who it happened to. I was like, hey, do you remember any embarrassing moments that happened to me this year? And they were like, oh, yeah, how about this moment, the one that we're going to talk about? And I'm like, that is perfect.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, you're not going to talk about this in front of people, right? So we're going to talk about it in front of all you people.
Because that's the right thing to do, I think.
That's right. All right, Luke. So let's get started. What's our first category?
Our first category, as I said, is the most interesting person we met this year.
All right, I can do this.
You can start off?
Yep.
All right.
I have a pretty cool most interesting person. This year, I met Carly Rae Jepsen.
Who's that?
You don't know who Carly Rae Jepsen?
I mean, I don't know random...
You're such a little kid.
Famous.
Okay, Carly Rae Jepsen, she sang some very famous songs. Call Me Maybe. She
sang,
shit.
Wait.
She sang, okay, but
that's
it's always a good time.
I was born 2008. How am I supposed to... But that's cool. That's cool. Call Me Maybe was big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. Okay. So the way that I met her, this was pretty cool. I was doing a show in Oakland. You know the show? They do this really cool show. It's not the biggest show, so that's why I was surprised to meet a celebrity / former celebrity.
Wow, nice. You
didn't even know who she was, Luke.
All right, well...
You didn't even know who she was. I was surprised to see it because this show, it's a cool show, but it's at a board game store. So there's only maybe 50 people there. But it was in Oakland, and this night I was headlining. Yeah.
Wow, first time ever, probably.
No, shut the fuck up. All right.
Yeah, okay, continue.
You ever headline that show?
All right, I want.
That's what I thought.
Hey, I'm 3 years into it. All right, 2
That's
and a
what
half.
I thought. Anyways. But yeah, so I got up, and as soon as I got up on stage, I recognized that there was some guy in the front row who had his feet on the stage.
Well, that guy does not give a fuck. All right.
Yeah, dude. That guy's like, I'm fucking dating a pop star. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. He was like,
no, I didn't know that at the time. And I didn't even find this out during my set, but because I kept roasting that guy, right? Like, get your fucking feet off the stage. And then I found out after I got off stage that the girl he was next to that I was talking to during the crowd work was Carly Rae Jepsen.
Wow. Oh, shit.
Yeah, she was very sweet. She didn't, she didn't go out of her way to be like, I'm famous, everybody. Come worship me. No, she was so sweet.
She's not famous. So that's why I'm just kidding. But no,
Luke's got like 12,000 Instagram followers. He's like, I'm fucking famous.
All right, that's not what I mean, but you know what I mean. It's like, all
right. No, I'd say she's pretty famous, dude. Almost everybody who's watching this is going to know who she is. If that's not fame, what is fame? right?
What about my 14-year-old fans, 15-year-old? They're not gonna.
Even
know.
even the 14-year-olds in India will know who she is.
You knew her.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, so it was pretty cool. Carly Rae Jepsen followed me, and I have a little story about that. So I had this clip from a different podcast. You? Yes.
Oh shit, dude. Riz,
yeah, this
bro,
clip. Yeah, W Riz, bro.
W Riz. Wyatt Sim.
I had this clip from the other podcast that we used to do, FWP, First World Problematic. Yeah. That basically the clip was my friend Serby. She was like, "Are you allowed to say the N-word when you're doing karaoke?" And then I go, "No, because you were singing Call Me Maybe."
Yeah.
So, pretty good joke. And anyways, it got millions of views, okay? Like 8 million on Instagram, like another like 5 million on Reddit, like 2 million on Facebook. It got tons, right? So it was everywhere.
Huge.
So I decided, let me just DM this to Carly. So
nice.
I was like,
extra
she'll find this funny. So I DM'd it to Carly. And then after about 5 minutes, it just said, "Seen."
Now that.
And she unfollowed me.
That is correct.
W Riz.
W Riz. That's what's up.
All right, who is
Push
the most?
it till she unfollows you. That's
just
up.
keep making Carly Rae Jepsen M-word jokes until she unfollows.
Yes, Carly Rae. Follow us.
All right, who was your most interesting person this year?
My most interesting person. I mean, a few things happened. I'd say my most interesting person was this guy Menace Man. His name is Menace Man. He's a rapper. I met him at a show I did.
Oh, he's a rapper.
And this show was insane. It's another crazy show story.
Another
this episode,
one.
Yeah. So basically, I'll start at the beginning. So this guy hits me up, right? Because I hit him up. I was like, "Can I do one of the shows you book?" He was like, "Yeah, of course." So I got.
You
booked
hit
on
up
the
Menace
show.
Man.
No, I didn't hit up Menace Man. I hit up some other guy. I didn't even know Menace Man was a person.
Okay.
Right. And so basically,
I didn't even know he was a person, yet alone a menace.
Bruh. Okay. Whatever. That was maybe the worst joke ever. But
it was cute.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let me just continue with my story. So basically, this guy hits me up, right? And so he told me he was going to be at an opera house, right? So
wow.
I know. I was like, it's a pretty nice show, right? And it was a pretty good, sizable opera house. And so me and my mom, we go there, right? We're walking in. It looks pretty bad on the outside, like not that great, right? And we go in there immediately as I walk in, just see like at least like 3 to 4 strippers selling their fucking bras and panties on tables.
Hey, merch.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
merch.
That's what's up. And I was like, I mean, do you take credit?
Strippers?
But yeah, like,
do you take credit? Do you take Venmo?
Yeah, I was like, I'll take it.
Do you take crumped up $10 bills that have been through the washer?
Yeah, I know. I was like, but yeah. So we saw that. I was like, this is gonna be an even better show than I thought. Right? It was already great signs, and it's just me and my mom, right? So we sit down
and strippers,
and strippers, but they're on the sides, right? There might be like 70 to 80 just empty chairs. Only me and my mom are sitting down, and then 2 8-year-olds, like maybe like 5 to 6 seats in front of us.
It's like 2 of the strippers' kids.
Yeah, I know. Like, dude, I was like, what the fuck?
There's 8-year-olds?
Yeah. They were like 2 8-year-olds.
Well, how many seats were there?
Like 70 to 80. Yeah, that's what I said. And it was just like, I was like, what is happening right now, dude? Right? And basically on stage was a fashion show going on, right? And like, it wasn't a nice fashion show. It was like one of those, it was a wannabe fashion show.
So it was clearly like, were these women models?
Nah.
So they were clearly just like women that the host wanted to bang.
Yeah, obviously. That was 100%.
He's like, hey, baby, I can make you a model.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, the clothes they were wearing were like not that nice either.
Really?
Yeah, they were pretty bad. And I mean, they were filming this like on like an iPhone 5. Like they thought,
damn,
it was cool.
The paparazzi.
Yeah, I know. They were like, oh shit. And the people were really
Luke,
putting some prep into their step.
We're filming this podcast on an iPhone 5.
Okay, it's an iPhone. Yeah,
no, you're right.
But he's not kidding. But basically, and this guy Menace Man was also on stage during the fashion show.
Yeah, so who is this guy in the context of the show?
There's no reason for him to be there, honestly. He organized the whole thing. He's a rapper, dude. There was no reason.
Oh, I think he's the pimp.
Yeah. He was the pimp for the fashion show. Oh, right? And, like, while they were just doing the fashion, he was just, like, ad-libbing in the bag. Like, yeah. Like, there was no reason.
During fashion?
Yeah, during a fashion show. It was great. And basically, the host, everyone, all the other comics come, right? The guy who booked me comes. And I asked him because I was like, what is going on right now? Is there going to be a comedy show here? Did I come to the wrong venue, right? And the guy...
Did I come to the wrong opera house?
Yeah. I was like, there has to be...
happens often.
Different, yeah. And so I asked the booker, and he's like, I'm not going to lie, dude. I don't even know this guy. Like, he just told me to book some comics. I was like, what the fuck, bro? You just invited a 15-year-old to this fucking shit. Like, I'll take it, but like, goddamn, right? And so... basically, then Menace Man, he comes up to us, right? Because he gets off stage. The fashion show's kind of like stopped for a little, maybe taking a break. Menace Man comes up to us, and he's like, all right, guys. So we're going to have all of you. There's like 7 comics. He's like, we're going to have all of you get up on stage, sit on those chairs, and then judge the fashion show as it goes on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. And we're like, all right. Like, we just came to do stand-up, but all right, we'll take it, right? And so we were all kind of weirded out. We went on stage, right? And so it was just the 7 of us on stage, a table, and then a fashion show, like, / dance show going on when we're fucking just sitting on stage. And so, like, by the way, he told us we were judging it. He didn't give us a microphone or anything. We were just watching from on stage.
Clearly, he just, like, wanted more audience members.
Yeah. He put us on stage for no reason. There was no reason for us to be there, right? And it was stupid. And this, right... the fashion show finally ended after us singing on stage. It must have been like 2 hours already.
Okay.
2 hours. And
wow.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. And the fashion show finally ended. And so Menace Man came up to us and he was like, all right, guys, we're going to have each of you go up, do 5 minutes of stand-up, and then get off. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Right? Are you kidding me? I just watched this fucking 2-hour fashion show to get up, do 5 minutes, right? And so he starts calling like each stand-up, right? Like I was maybe 3rd. And everyone was just bombing. It was just obviously. I mean, there was like.
When you told me this story the first time, you said you didn't even know your names. When he brought you up.
Didn't.
He was just like the Indian one with poofy hair.
Yeah. Literally, he was just. I mean, how could he know our names? He didn't even talk to us, right? And basically, in the audience, maybe like 15, 16 just fashion show members, just a ton of black people, right? And. So basically, I go up, I bomb, everyone bombs. I was like, damn, dude, like, are you kidding me? I came here just to bomb, like, and the only joke that did well was the white pussy joke, which I knew it would, of course. Okay. Right? I just had to say that. And then after that, right, I'd say this might be the funniest part of the story. So we're all gathered, right? The whole show is done. It's all over, right? And it's Menace Man and all us 7 comics, right? And so basically... Menace Man, he comes up to us and he's like, all right, guys, like, I want to pay you guys, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to pay you guys, but I don't really have that much money on me, right? So, and he was like, I don't have, like, smaller bills to pay you guys with. So he was like, there was 7 comics. He was like, do any of you have change for a 20? Like, for 20? Yeah, I know. And we were like, dude. Are you fucking shitting me?
What do you mean? Wait, for 7 what? So does he mean change in ones?
Yeah, literally. No, I'm serious. That's what he meant. And so, like, we scrounged up 21s. He gave each of us $2 and some of us $3. And we were like, all right.
That is so disrespectful.
Just don't pay me at that point. Like, I don't
need
$2. I can buy like 8 gumballs, but that's not a good price, right?
That's not enough gumballs.
Yeah, motherfucker. It's like... And it was just like, dude, are you kidding? I
paid you $2. I love how much this guy does not give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, I have a picture with him and stuff. You can show it at the end of the podcast.
I know, we can show it right now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. But basically, like,
this is your best guy you met all year?
Yeah, this guy. No, the most interesting guy.
Oh, okay,
I met all
fair
year.
enough.
This guy is weird, and like, he's just like, he just paid each of us $2 or $3 for being there. We were there for 3 hours and 30 minutes probably.
Wow, yeah. That's pretty good. 50 cents per hour almost.
Yeah, I know, guys.
Good
I'm
wage.
Making bank.
I'm pretty sure people in sweatshops make more money than
that.
I
know, literally. I was like, are you fucking... This guy is a menace. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay. That was your most interesting person. What's our next category, Luke?
Our next category is our happiest moment this year.
Okay. I'll go first again just because I know that I have to go last for the for the most embarrassing. Okay, so my happiest moment, this was cool. It was my first time I went to Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh,
you
ever
been
fun.
to Tennessee?
No.
Yeah, well, I was there.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. You know, shameless plug, but I was there shooting a TV show.
Wow.
Yeah. If you guys want to watch it, I can say what the name of it is now. It is called Chicano Squad. It is going to be on Max. We were shooting it for the A&E network. It's like a true crime thing. It's based on basically there was this unit of all like Hispanic American cops that were chasing down the cartel, and I was playing the main villain, the cartel leader.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good
Perfect
range
fit,
as
yeah.
an Indian guy, to play a cartel leader. Okay, pretty good. Felt good about myself and my acting. But yeah, I'm excited for that to come out. It's going to come out in 2024. But anyways, that was my happiest moment. I would say that was really cool. I was very happy to be there. I was there shooting for a couple days. And this is a funny story that happened, okay? So for most of the cast, they rented cars. But I guess I asked for it too late, so I didn't get a rental car.
Oof.
So they paid for my Ubers, which was nice. So I'll give you an example. On the second day, I was getting in the Uber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And, I was on the Uber on the way to set.
Yeah.
And then this is the freaking South, so they're a little talkative. I wanted to be silent and autistic as I am.
Yes.
But this guy was like, hey, so what are you in town for? I'm like, oh, I'm just working. And then he goes, oh, nice. What are you working on? And at this point, I got to make it sound cool.
Wow, you really going to flex on him, yeah.
Now I got to make it sound cool.
He really stunned
So I'm like, okay, dude, well, I'm actually playing, your favorite cartel leader's favorite cartel leader. Yeah.
Nice.
But I was like, seriously, it's really cool. Like, in one scene, the day before, I was on the freeway going 100 miles per hour in, a sports car.
Yeah.
And then another scene, I had to shoot a cop, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the best thing I think
Hey,
you can do.
pretty cool. And then I was bragging to this guy, and then I just see him looking at me in the rearview mirror. With a very serious look. And then after I'm done talking, he just goes, actually, my younger brother was murdered by the cartel.
Oh, shit. What the fuck, actually?
Yeah. That was so awkward. That was so awkward.
Maybe the worst thing to happen after.
Yeah, I was just like, is it the cartel so cool? He's like, oh yeah, the cartel's cool.
Yeah, this guy has a vengeance. He's John Wick.
And I have a weird I have a mean sense of humor. So here's what happened. Okay, he looked at me in the rearview mirror and he goes, my brother was murdered by the cartel. And then I'm like, oh my God, dude, that is so crazy because we're doing a true crime show. And yesterday on set, I fucking murdered your brother, dude.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm like, dude, you should see the actor they got to play him. He could cry on command because that's what your pussy brother did.
Damn, bro. You got to relax on this guy, man.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just being mean.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I'm just
fuck.
like, dude, you should. But the actor they got to play him, he's really good looking, which is crazy because your brother, a little ugly, So
yeah,
they made him look good for the
show.
show.
All right, nice. Just insult him in every way. Just fuck.
Obviously, I didn't say that part, but that is what I thought. And I was like, oh, geez, that would be funny if I said that.
I mean, dude.
But yeah, it was basically a very awkward car ride.
Yeah, I mean.
After that. He literally just went into all the cartel deaths that happened in the area for the last 2 years. And I was just there like,
this guy did his research on this shit.
Well, I would too if somebody murdered you.
Yeah, true. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Looks like all right, Luke. So what was your happiest moment, new experience?
My happiest moment, it was kind of in between last year and this year because it was on New Year's Eve / New Year's Day.
Okay.
Right? For
Fair
2022,
game.
2023, right? It was at a New Year's party. So it was when we were in India, right? Last year. It was the same time as the massage story, if you saw that. Right? And me and my cousin, right? It was a pretty big party. Maybe how many people you think?
A couple hundred.
Yeah, a couple
hundred.
Huge.
Maybe even 1,000, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe even 1,000.
Our whole
actually, everyone in India was there.
Yeah, everyone, the entirety of India was there. And basically most of our extended family in India was there, a ton of them, maybe 20 members of our extended family. And so me and my cousin, right, we make this bet. I make a bet with him. I'm like, dude, whoever can get a girl's snap first or number first wins, right? Gets $20. I don't know what we said. And so I was trying to go at it, right?
Okay.
By the way, this cousin is 24 years old.
So
yeah, it is way
not
easier.
competing for the same women.
Yeah, not at all. Maybe
probably easier
would.
for him to get their WhatsApp and easier for you to get their Snap.
Yeah, true. And basically, so I was looking, I was praying, scouting my prey, right? And what is that not? Okay, fine. I was looking
feel like
for
you
some
shouldn't.
nice girls, but yeah, I was looking around and
I was looking for some good women to abuse.
Yeah. Of course.
How real are you gonna be? This is horrible.
I keep it real, guys, but basically, I saw two girls, right?
Okay.
One of them was this girl. She seemed like a very nice girl. She had glasses on, right? She seemed very nice. She was like lean, skinny-ish, right? Then this other girl, she was in a red dress. She had a fat ass. She was hella hot, right? Like, definitely, like, she was so hot.
Why did you even mention the first girl? It seems like you're not into her at all.
Right, well, I was trying to, like, I have a variety of taste in.
Really? The first one you described like you weren't. You're like, yeah, she's probably smart or whatever. I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean, I would date her probably, but not the.
No, you wouldn't. Anyways.
But basically, so I was just trying to, like, I scouted them, right? And I was like, all right, I gotta somehow interact with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure my cousin did not give a shit about this deal. He was just hanging out with you.
Yeah, we were just like drinking whiskey.
Yeah,
it was
just
good.
doing whatever, right? And basically, I kind of gave up on the glasses girl because I saw her like vaping in the corner. I was like, she was not who I thought she was at all. I was like, holy shit, right? And then so I had my eyes set on this red dress.
Looks like So after I finished my cigarette,
after I fucking put it. No, but
after I finished shooting up,
I was ready.
Yeah.
And I saw this red dress girl, right? She was sitting right next to the bathroom. That's like where her table was, where her family was. And so I'm like, all right, I gotta like do something, right?
Okay.
Just to, I don't know, get her attention. So I was walking to the bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she makes eye contact with
Ooh.
me. Yeah, I know. So I wink at her, like, but I don't really know how to wink. Like, I'm not good at winking.
Just looks like.
Yeah. No, that's what I did. I did like, and she was like, nice. like I saw her face like, mm-hmm.
Oh, she wasn't into it.
No, she was. I thought she was kind of into it.
Okay.
All right. She was like, all right. And then when I was doing that, I was walking into a bathroom and I accidentally hit into an old lady. And I was like, this is just not working.
You just winked and then just hit into an old lady.
Yeah, because I couldn't see. I was looking at her. And I was like, oh, dude, this is the worst case scenario. I don't know how to wink. I have to help this old lady up. And then, like,
you knocked
this
down
girl's
the old lady?
right there. No, she wasn't, like, knocked down, but she was like, oh. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, my God.
Auntie, I'm so sorry, right? And, like, I was like, I went to bed. I was like, oh, my God. Like, I just raised that girl up. Like, oh, my God. Like, I'm him, right? This is what my thoughts going through my head. And I was like, well, I got to do something on the way out, too, right? So on the way out, I winked at her again.
Hit into another old lady.
Yeah, grind never stops, right? And I winked at her again, right? And, I mean, that was probably overkill, but I didn't realize it. And so then I leave, right? And then just the party continues. Maybe 30 minutes later, it's like 4 minutes to New Year's.
Okay.
Right? Everyone's jumping up and down. Everyone's dancing, right? And our whole family was in the front of the dance floor. And I was nervous. I didn't want anyone to see what I was doing, right? Like, because that's just embarrassing.
You don't want your family to think you have game or anything.
Yeah, no, of course not, right? And so they were all in the front. And this girl was closer to the back, right? And so I was just kind of making my way towards the back, right? Slowly and steadily. And I'm pretty sure my cousin had forgotten about the bet at this point, right? But I was in it. And so I was just making my way towards the back. And then the girl sees me, and she comes up to me, and she's like, oh, hey, right? And I couldn't even, I know. I was like, oh, shit, dude. Like, my wink worked. Like, I didn't even think it would. And she's like, oh, my God, like, what's your name? But I couldn't hear her at all. So I said, like, my name is Luke. Is that what you're asking? Right? And I asked what her name is, right? And I don't even remember what it was, right? Yeah, right? And then basically she, like, I ask her how old she is, right? And she's like, I'm 17. How old are you? At this time, I was 14 years old, all right?
Oh, my God.
And I said, I'm 16 years old.
Why do you lie about your age in every story?
Because Riz requires age, all right? It's
You're like, Riz requires lying.
Yes, true. That is true.
Okay.
But
okay, so you said you're 16.
I said I was 16, right? And I was tall. I was way taller than her.
Well, it's India. It's India.
Yeah. And, like, well, in India, right? And so I was like, all right. This is it, dude. Like, I'm him, right? And I'm in that. And basically, then, like, we're dancing, and then she just starts grinding on me, like, hardcore. And I'm like, oh, my God, bro. I'm like, I see my life flash before my eyes. I'm like, this is the happiest moment of the year. Like, oh, my God.
Looks like, thank God I jerked off in the bathroom before this.
I was like, otherwise, this would be way worse than I thought.
Ew.
Right? And so she's grinding on me, right? And I was like, wow, man, this is great. And so I get out.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, I was like, yeah, right? And so I go back to you guys who are dancing in the front just for a little, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God, this girl was just grinding on me. Like, holy shit. And then I remember you were there, right? And
I remember this.
Wyatt fucking pulls me and he's like,
I was pretty drunk.
He was like, dude, get your first kiss. You can get your first kiss right now. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm not trying to do that right now. And you just kept shaking. You can get it. You can get your first kiss. I was like, okay, bro. Like, I'm appalled at this shit now. Like, I cannot do that.
Hey, I was trying to help you out. I was trying to give you the confidence.
Screaming in my face, getting my first kiss. Right? And I was like, nah, get the fuck away from me, right? Like, and then basically I talked to my cousin because my cousin's way more chill, right? And he was like, dude, just try and get your first kiss. I'm serious. Like, actually, you should try.
They start shaking your cousin. Don't tell him to do that!
And then I go back to the girl, and then, like, we just keep dancing a little bit. I do not kiss her. I remember you guys fucking staring me down as I was doing it, and just the pressure on me. I was like, I'm not going to fucking, no way am I doing this. And I was like, not when everyone's watching. You almost told everyone. I was like, motherfucker. Like,
I think if you had kissed that girl, I would have been louder than the music.
Yeah, I know, dude. You just fucking run up to her, like, so awkward.
Just be like, oh my, it's so nice to meet my new sister-in-law.
No, but dude. So then that happened, right? And then we kind of parted ways, and like I was like, all right, like I got to get her number.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't find her for the rest of the time. So I never got her number. So if you're out there, if you follow me on Instagram, hit me up. All right. I still need to win that bet. I do. But basically, the happiest moment was getting grinded on by a girl.
Who would ever get their first grind before they get their first kiss?
Me, because I'm him.
Zero Riz. All right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That was a good story.
That was a good story.
All right, guys. We are going to be right back. But first, here's a quick ad break.
Yep.
All right, Luke, it's time for that part of the show.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Everybody's favorite part, the ads.
Mm-hmm.
Since we don't have a sponsor yet, because this is our first episode, by the way, who would be your ideal sponsor, Luke?
Vivek Ramaswamy's campaign.
I think you're the only Indian person that supports Vivek Ramaswamy. We will get you elected, Vivek.
Yes.
Send
Vivek
us money.
2024.
Send us money. Anyways, since we don't quite have a sponsor yet, we are just going to be plugging our show dates. If you guys are in these cities, we would love to see you. Luke, go ahead and tell them the cities.
So our first show date coming up is January 6th in LA. We'd love to see you there.
The anniversary, Jan 6th in LA.
Yep.
Don't be in the capital. Be in LA for our show at the Zephyr Theater.
If Vivek was elected, that wouldn't have happened. All right?
All right. None of this Vivek talk. No.
All right.
We're Trump boys here.
Yeah,
I'm just
100%.
Anyways, Luke, how about our next dates? I know you don't know these ones, so I'll do it.
No
February
way.
2nd, we are in Dallas, Texas. February 3rd, we are in Austin. It's the opposite of that.
I don't know.
Anyways, you guys can see it on the screen right now. The point is that weekend we are going to be in Dallas and Austin, Texas, and we'd love to see you there. You can click the link in our bio. It'll probably be in the YouTube bio as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the next one since you messed that up.
All right.
And then our third upcoming date is we're going to be in Chicago on March 2nd, which is going to be a really fun show. Never been to Chicago, so that looks like a great city.
And we're back. Okay.
Yeah,
Luke,
wow.
Tell the audience what our last category is going to be.
Our last category, which is my favorite and I'm most excited for this, is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to us this year.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Not going to lie. Mine's pretty embarrassing. So, Luke, do you want to begin so that we can end on something strong?
We'll end on that. Yeah, I'm excited. Basically, so my most embarrassing story was after we got back from India, it was my cousin's wedding. Right? My cousin was getting married to this white girl, and that's great. It's not like just some white girl. We've known her for years, and she's great, right?
He found some white girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
Yeah, okay, no, but basically that's how we addressed them. And so basically it was their wedding, and they wanted me to give a speech.
It was the roast.
Yeah. They wanted me to give a speech at their roast, which is like a thing.
Yeah, if you're not Indian or Indian Catholic, a roast, it takes place a couple days before the wedding. It's a big get-together between the families. That's basically all you need to know. It's at one of their houses. At least that's the way we do it.
And so basically they want me to give a speech at their roast, and who was going to be there was almost like everyone in our family, everyone in her family. Yep. So a ton of people were going to be there to see these speeches. And like let me just say, I don't really hold back. I don't really try.
Let me just say, the worst part about being a comedian is when there's a wedding, people expect you to speak.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Everyone asks you to speak, and you're like, I don't want to do that, like, right now. And so the great.
And you're like, I don't know, man. I'm not exactly Jerry Seinfeld. I'm not the nicest. I'm not the nicest comedian.
All right, like you'll see what you're.
So
getting.
usually I'm like, hey, have Luke do it. He's cute.
Yeah, bruh. But yeah, basically, so I was writing these roast jokes right before what's it called the day of the
roast jokes or roast jokes.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
But just a retarded joke. And basically, so I was writing them, and I wrote some so bad, right? And that I had to call the bride
to make sure they were okay.
Yeah, to make sure they were okay.
So just put us there on that day, because the bride said that these jokes were okay. She did.
Yeah, she did. And we thought they were the funniest things ever.
See, let me just say that when you're like getting into like writing jokes for a while, sometimes what becomes funny are the jokes that are just so out there that you would have to have huge balls just to say them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's weird. I was laughing at Luke telling me these because I'm like, just imagine saying that at the woman's wedding.
The fucking gall to say that at someone's most important day, right?
That's where she's from, Galt.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. No one knows that. So
she's watching.
No,
maybe.
she is watching. But
all right.
Basically here. So it was the day of the roast, right? And like everyone was gathered outside, because that's where they were saying the speeches, right? And there was a microphone and everything. All the speeches were going through. It was very nice, right? One of them was like a sing-song, right? Just a song about
people were like crying from happiness.
Yeah.
Like her father, her mother, like the groom's father, mother.
Yeah. Like there were just songs about them, like very nice things. They gave a speech. People were giving speeches, like Jeremy's been there for me, which is our cousin.
And then they brought you up with the same intro that the guy at the pizza place did. Yeah, they're like, some kid wants to do some jokes, or
fucking all right. And so they bring me up, and let me just tell you, I bombed for about like 3 minutes straight, because that's how long my speech is. Might be the most awkward moments of my life. And
it's one thing to bomb at a place where you're supposed to do comedy. It's another thing to bomb on a very important day for many people.
Yeah, literally, maybe the most awkward moment.
So
of my life.
just tell the audience.
So the jokes that I did, they weren't particularly the kind of jokes you should do at a roast, and when your entire family is around.
When you're 14.
Yeah, and so basically, I'll tell you one of the worst jokes I said. The worst joke I said.
This was the first joke.
This is one of the first jokes I said too. I said, Jeremy. He's a really nice guy. Jeremy is a lot like a basketball player because he wears slides, he has a shaved head, and he fucks white girls with fat asses.
He said this in front of her parents.
I said that in front of my parents. I said that in front of everyone.
And how did that go over, Luke?
So let me just tell you, when a ton of 50 and 40-year-old people hear that, they don't find it funny, apparently. I didn't realize that. But my cousin, who's around my age, he was just fucking on the floor crying, laughing. He thought it was hilarious.
I remember just sitting there just like, I regret being born.
Yeah.
People associate me with this kid.
The tension was so bad, but I just kept going.
Her dad was just looking at you.
No, her dad was not happy about that. And I mean, they were kind of laughing at it. And I was like, all right, this is great.
Yeah, they were trying to help you out, I think.
Yeah. And I was just bombing so hard. I tried to do like some crowd work. I don't even know what I was trying to do.
Did not do crowd work.
To save myself. No, I did.
Keep going with the jokes you did.
No, I did another joke that's basically like that too.
Okay, let's hear it.
You really? Okay. I mean, it was the same thing. It was just pointing out a different. All right. I mean, I was like, yeah, Jeremy, right? He's also a lot like a black guy, right? Because he's very tall. He wears Jordans, and he likes girls with big tits. So, yeah, it was the same thing, basically, but I thought I might as well point it out. I was already bombing. I was like...
Okay, not even talking about how horrible that joke is or the context. You have to be a black guy to like girls with big tits?
Hey, no, I'm just saying black guys like girls with big tits, all right? I'm just saying.
All right, we're done with that story. Wrap it up.
I think... I mean, it was just so horrible it was hilarious to us, though, at the time when we were thinking of them. But yeah, it was awkward. It was really awkward that, like, it was so bad and so awkward that, like, a few days later, I just had to sit with myself and accept what I said. I was just like, oh my God. Like, It was really awkward, but they're very chill about it. So I think
no one ever brought it up.
Yeah,
again,
no one
as
ever.
far as I know.
No one has ever. It'll be brought up again since they'll watch this.
That's true.
But yeah. Well,
All right.
now it's time. It is time.
Time for Wyatt's most embarrassing story.
Embarrassing
this
story.
is wonderful.
Yeah.
I have no problem knowing that like a lot of people from Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or whatever are watching this or Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like that our family's gonna watch this and listen to this story. But
No, I like that. I think that's my favorite part of this story is that our family is gonna watch.
you're too much of a bitch to even tell your most embarrassing story.
Hey.
So you know what? I'll tell the story. Fine. Here we go. Okay. Well, like I told you, my friend Serbi, Serbi. Basically, she invited me one day to a party. Okay,
Yeah.
she's like, hey, Rishi and Shubi are having this party. They're like a couple,
Yeah.
right? They're having a party at Rishi's apartment if you want to come. And I was like, okay,
So
yeah.
wait, do you know Rishi and Shubi?
I met him a couple times.
So
Yes.
you don't know them that well.
Not that well.
All right.
Not well enough for what happens in this story to
Yeah.
happen. So I'm like, all right, Serbi, can I bring someone? And she's like, yeah, you can bring someone because this is a close friend of mine. She has been to a lot of different parties.
Close friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
FWB.
Yes. Okay. Anyways, so I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say an initial, but we're even gonna bleep out the initial because it's gonna be obvious to some people. But okay, so Kay and I decide to go to this party.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we show up at the party, and it was a nice party. Even though it was just an apartment party. That's my vibe. Like they had good music. They had people.
chill.
People were dancing, and they're like pro dancers, and they even have a mixologist making like craft cocktails.
That might be the gayest way to say just bartender.
No,
What's the difference?
you'll learn when you're
What is
older.
the difference? There's no.
Luke's gonna
He
go to
went to mixing school and
Luke's gonna go to
who
NYU. And
cares?
he's like, there was a mixologist.
Like, yeah, it's like, what? Okay, mixology. Okay, whatever.
All right. Yeah. No, it was good, dude. They were making
Yeah.
good drinks. So, and I were drinking a whole bunch of drinks, and I didn't know too many people. Like I knew Serbi, but she was there with a guy that she had like a crush on, and like he had a crush on her. I mean, they're in their 20s, so they don't say that.
Yeah.
But
What
so
does
I
the
was
word change to? Also, from crush.
So Serbi and Vic were there. Hot Vic Krishna?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Serbi and Vic were there, and like I was trying to give them a little space because I
Yeah.
know, they have good chemistry. So and I were sitting down on the couch there, and we were just drinking together, and we were like, rubbing up a little bit. So it got to the point where, well, this is where and I disagree. Says that I said we should go to the bathroom. I said that he said we should go to the bathroom. Okay.
So it's only you.
No, it was her.
It was 100%
It was
him.
her. I promise
He's
you.
just denying it.
It
'cause
was
it's a
her.
podcast. I don't know.
It was her.
Sounds like it was him.
Because she starts like going like this towards the bathroom. I'm like, okay, like
Just
I get
when
the
he
vibe.
says she, it was him. So, yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It was him.
It was not. It was not.
What?
You don't even know how to wink.
You
You don't even know how to wink.
I rizzed her. All right. I didn't.
You did not rizz her. You didn't get the number. Okay, so you know where this story goes. We go into the bathroom and we start fooling around.
What does that mean?
We start fooling around in the bathroom.
What does fooling around mean?
We start having sex in the bathroom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And let me just say
Mom
that
and
we were
Dad?
doing this.
Yeah.
We were doing this like the Boy Scouts of America. We left no trace.
Nice.
Okay. It was very nice in there.
Wow.
We literally, because we were so conscious of that, we were just like, we don't want to mess up this bathroom.
Yeah.
We just want to be, polite.
Just want to fuck in some
So
stranger's
we were
bathroom.
there. Shut the hell up.
That's
we
what
were
you
there
did.
for 5
That is
minutes.
what you did.
5 minutes. We were.
Some person you barely know. You're like, that bathroom looking.
Come
fine.
on.
Like that's
Listen, let me
comfortable.
just justify this. If I was having a house party at my house, as long as they didn't make a mess, I get it.
Bro. Okay.
Because we're in Brooklyn. It's like, what? You want to go back to my place? All right, it's 45 minutes to my place.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, like, have some respect for someone's house. All right.
Bruh. All right, so we were in the
Someone, like, gonna
bathroom,
raise their
and it was
kids
just
there?
5 minutes, and then we hear a knock,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh shit. Okay, so we were a little tactical about it. I was like, all right, like we pulled up our pants or whatever, and I was like, okay, you go out, and then like 2 minutes later, I'll go out,
Yeah.
and that way no one will know
Wow.
anything.
That works. Right
Yeah,
there. 2 minutes.
and so we did that, and then right after I get a text from Serbi.
Yeah.
And Serbi goes like, hey, so? Do you know how long you were in the bathroom for?
So.
And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, everybody knows what happened.
Shit. Actually,
She's like, everybody knows at this party. And I was like, dude, we were in the bathroom for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Serbi sends me a screenshot of a timer. How
She put on a
disrespectful is it?
timer.
It said 17 minutes 44 seconds.
Oh my god. Why? How? You know there was more time in between that because she saw you both go into the bathroom. She waited like a minute or two and then she started the time. He was in there for 20 minutes.
Okay, and here's what happened. Here's why we really got in trouble. Because we wouldn't have gotten in trouble because it was clean in there. I'm telling you. It was not a big deal. But apparently, the knock that we heard was this girl who got way too drunk.
Oh,
and she needed to throw up. Right?
Maybe the worst.
So,
all right.
So she knocked, and since we didn't get out immediately, apparently she needed to like throw up for a little while. So she kept looking like, are they going to get out? Are they going to get out? And we never did. So finally she came to knock. And like we were out like 30 seconds after she knocked, but by then it was too late. She threw up in their kitchen sink.
You're so fucked. Yeah. Yeah.
And let me just defend myself once again.
It's completely his fault.
She's the one who got too drunk. That girl threw up in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, but it's casual and normal to get too drunk at a fucking house party.
No.
Oh, really?
It's
What's
always
more normal to have
it is
sex at a house party in their bathroom or get
you know what? We're
too
gonna
drunk.
when we make this a reel, we're gonna throw up a poll. Which one is worse? And I'm telling you, getting too sloppy like that is not what
having
you want.
sex in
That's
someone's
not what you
bathroom.
want.
Are you okay? Yeah, but that can happen on accident. Maybe having sex that's clearly
All right.
intentional. You can't.
All right. So,
accidentally-
anyways, yeah. So the girl threw up in the sink. And to this day, Rishi and Shubi blame and I for that. And the day after, Serbi sent me a screenshot of a text that said, "Hey Serbi, this is the most Indian thing. Even though they're like in their 20s, this is so Indian." She's like, "Hey Serbi, maybe just next time, if you come to a party, just come by yourself."
Oh shit! Actually, that is so awkward.
That was
for
my
you.
most embarrassing
Why
story.
It's like, why am I bad at networking? Oh fuck! Nice.
My most embarrassing story of the year.
That was a great story to end it on, I think. Wow.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching episode 2. Remember to
like, subscribe, and comment.
And turn on those notifications.
That bell at the whatever.
We will be coming at you guys with way more frequent episodes. We're going to try to start doing weekly episodes.
Probably, yeah.
We can do that.
Weekly, maybe more often.
All right, guys.
We'll see.
Anyways, enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Hey, yo, Spitty, what time is it?